Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. In front of me I have HUAWEI Watch GT Runner 2, and in today's video I'm going to show you a few tricks you can use on this watch to make your life a bit more easier and usage of your watch a bit more convenient or more appealing. So let's get started. Okay, first thing I want to show you is the recent app menu. This is quite useful if you want to jump between the applications and maybe a little bit of multitasking, basically. How it works is quite simple. Let's say you open some page, let's say settings, and go to specific page on the settings, in the settings rather, my bad. And then you close the settings, open something else, maybe workout, and then some workout, let's say, I don't know, maybe running. Okay. And then you decide to come back to the settings page, the same one you left before. And to do that, you can press the crown button twice. It will open the recent app menu, and here we have the list of recently closed apps. It remembers about 8, I think, or maybe 9 or 10, but quite few of them. And as you can see, here we have the settings, and we can go back to them by tapping on the settings, and then it will bring you to the specific page you left not too long ago, which could be quite useful. And if we want to go back to the workout, we can select workout, and it will bring us again to the same page we left it on. And like I said before, it could be quite useful for the multitasking, or maybe if you want to jump between a couple of apps quite quickly and go back to the place you left them in. Okay, another quite useful feature is the button shortcut. By default, it opens the workout menu, but you can customize it. And the shortcut is press once and press twice for payment, but this one you can't really change. And to change the button shortcut, open the menu, tap on the settings icon, select the down button option in settings, and here we have press once and press twice. Like I said before, press twice you can't really change unless you have the payment app, and you can basically select specific payment app you want to use. And the press once allows you to change some things. You can basically select something from the list to open it with the press once shortcut. And like I said before, by default it's workout, but you can select something you prefer. And you have quite a list right here. So let's say I want to open the settings by pressing the button once. So now I can press the button once and it will open the settings for me. Okay, another thing I want to show you is the app menu and how to customize it, or how to show some things in it. When you open it, by default it looks like this. We have the grid view, and you can change it to the list view if you prefer the list view. And to do that, scroll all the way down, and at the bottom you will see the list right here. And you can tap on it, and it will change the look of the menu to the list view. And if you prefer the grid view, you can tap on hex grid right here. Another thing you can change if you're using the hex grid is that, as you can see, by default you don't see the name of the applications. And sometimes it might be confusing, you don't know what the app is. And to show the names of the apps, you can swipe down from the top of the screen like this until you see show app names, release it, and it will show you the names of the applications. And if you're done and you want to hide them, you can simply do the same. Swipe down like this, release it, and it will hide the name of the applications. Another thing you can do is to reorganize the applications in your app menu, which could be increasing your, convenience of the watch. Let's say you have some apps you prefer to open all the time, and you want them to be at the top of the menu. So when you open the menu, you don't need to scroll through the whole menu to find the app and just tap on the icon. You can move the icons by pressing and holding on one. Once you grab it, you can drag it to the top or bottom, depending on what you prefer. And then you can release it, and it will stay right here in the place. And now you can open the app menu and simply tap on the icon of the app you like to open often, which would probably increase your convenience of the watch. Next feature I want to show you is how to control the music on your watch and on your phone, because you can use your watch to control the music on your phone, and you can listen to music directly on your watch. To listen to music directly on your watch, you need to open the music app. So press the crown button, find the music app icon and tap on it. And here we have the music app. You can tap on songs. I have only one song on my watch at the moment, and you can start playing by tapping on the song, and it will start playing. And here you have pause, play, go next, go previous. Since I have only one song, it won't change anything. Then we have the playlist settings like loop playlist, shuffle playlist, loop song, play in order and stuff like that. We have the volume. We can adjust the volume. And you can also tap right here and select the audio source. Basically, if you have some headphones connected to your watch, you can use them as the audio source instead of like a speaker on your watch itself. And to control the music on your phone with your watch, that's a bit more complicated, but it's also not that hard. It's just more annoying because first you need to allow some permissions for the phone, or rather Huawei Health application. Let me bring my phone here. Just let me check something quickly. Apps notifications right here. Okay. I'm just gonna disable specific permission to show you how to enable it if you don't have it enabled. Okay, and now let's go to our phone, and on the phone that is paired with our watch, we can open the Huawei Health application. And in the app, we need to tap on devices, and here select our watch. Now, scroll down and check if the notifications are enabled. If they're not, you can tap on notifications and then tap on the button to enable them. And if you don't have the required permissions for the notifications to work, you will see this pop-up. And on the iPhone, you will need to basically, you will see different pop-up, but you also will see the pop-up about the notifications permissions. On the Android, you need to find this menu, or rather it will bring you to this menu. And here you need to find the Huawei Health application. Tap on the switch next to allow notification access and then allow. And on the iPhone, it's quite it's a bit simpler because you have a pop-up directly on your screen. You can tap on allow, and sometimes you need to allow it twice, but usually it's once, I believe. Okay, and once you allow the notification access and the notifications are working, you should be able to use the music control. But before we try to do that, let's also make sure it is enabled. And to make sure it is enabled, again, open the Huawei Health application, go to music, and here we have control phone music. This needs to be enabled for the music control to work. As you can see, it is enabled, and it should be enabled by default, but just in case, check it if something is not working. And now, if you start playing music on your phone, you can wake up the screen, swipe right on the screen to open the widgets. Here you can scroll down, and the watch should be detecting that you're playing the music. For some reason, it's not. I think it's because we need to like reopen the app. Let me actually check. Let's close the Spotify and reopen it like this and try again. Still not working. Interesting. The permission is enabled for the notification. Oh, now it detected it. Okay, so it took some time for it to realize that we're playing the music, or maybe that the permission is allowed. But now if we try to play the music, where's the Spotify? Here. It is detecting that the music is being played, and we can pause, play, go next, go previous. We can change the source. So you can tap right here and you can change the source to this watch, so you can play the music directly, or the phone, of course. And if you tap on this icon right here, it will open the music app for you. And again, here you can also adjust the volume, if you prefer to adjust the volume on your phone. Okay. So that's about all when it comes to music control. It's quite simple, and also it could be quite useful. The best example for it, for the usefulness, I would say that is something like when you have when you're in the workout, like running or cycling, and you have your phone in your pocket and you want to change the song, but you don't want to pull out your phone from your pocket. You simply use your watch to change the song. And that's the best case scenario I would imagine for this feature. Okay, another thing I want to show you is the remote camera control. Basically, this feature allows you to take a picture on your phone remotely by using the watch. And to use it, again, you will need to allow the permission for the notifications. So if you're not sure it's enabled, go to Huawei Health application, go to the devices, select your GT Runner 2, then tap on notifications right here on this page, enable them. And if you see the pop-up, allow the notifications. And once you allow them, you should be able to take the pictures remotely with your watch. And to do that, open the camera app on your phone, of course. Go to your watch. Open the menu, find the camera icon and tap on it. And now tap on OK. And here we have two options. We have shutter button, so basically you can take a picture with it, and timer. And to take a picture, you simply tap on the shutter button. And if your phone is connected with your watch, it will just take a picture. And this could be useful if you want to place your phone in a specific place, enter the frame, and then take a picture remotely. You can also set up the timer, like I said before. So basically, it will count down until you, before it takes a picture. So if the countdown is complete, it will start taking a picture for you. And you have 5 seconds and 2 seconds. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, another thing I want to show you is the additional watch faces. Basically, by default, you have quite few watch faces on your watch, but maybe you got bored of them and you want to look for something else. You can basically download additional watch faces on your watch. And to do that, you will need to pair your watch with a phone, of course. And then you can open the Huawei Health application, tap on Devices, select your Watch GT Runner 2, and here we have this watch faces category, and you can tap on More to open the watch face store. And here you will find a lot of watch faces. This store is quite massive, to be honest, but as you can see, most of them are behind the paywall. So if you don't mind paying for them, go ahead, browse and find something you like, pay for it and apply it. I don't really want to pay for anything right now, so I'm gonna look for something free, which is quite a task. Before, it was quite simple because you had this category bar right here, and you could have simply, give me a second, I think music is still playing. Let me check. Yeah, it is still playing. Okay, so I stopped the music. Anyway, you can browse this category bar right here, and you can swipe left and right on it. And before, you had the free category on it, and you could have just tap on it, and it will show you all the free watch faces. It's not the case anymore. Now you need to browse through the categories manually, which is a bit annoying. But I know there's one somewhere here. Was it in black or a different color? Let's select green. Oh, there is one in green. So there are some free watch faces. They're just hard to find. And once you find the watch face you like, you can tap on it, tap on install, and the watch face will be installed and applied on your watch. And here we have it. You will have limited amount of space on your watch, of course, for the watch faces. And once you run out of it, you can always remove some watch faces to make space for more. And to do that, you can tap right here on mine at the top. And no, my bad, not here. You go back to the main device page for your Watch GT Runner, and then tap on My Faces right here. And right here we have the list of watch faces installed on our watch, and we can tap on Manage Local Watch Faces. If you want to remove some watch face, you can simply tap on X. Oh, my bad. I tapped on the watch face itself. Tap on X, tap on OK, and it will be removed. You can also tap on the watch face and then tap on the bin icon right here to remove the watch face as well. And once you free up the space, you can install more watch faces if you want to. Okay, what was the next thing I want to show you? Okay, how to upload the music to your watch. Like you saw before, you can use your watch to listen to the music. And if you want to have some music stored directly on your watch, you can do it. And to upload the music to your watch, of course, you will need to open the Huawei Health application on your watch. And once you open the app, you will, of course, see the health page. Then tap on Devices, tap on Watch GT Runner 2, and here look for the option called Music. And once you find it, tap on it. And here we have the Manage Music. And now if you want to upload some song, you can tap on Add Song, allow the required permissions. I have some songs on my phone itself, because you need to download them on your phone before, and then you can use your phone to upload the music to your watch, basically. That's how it works. So I'm gonna select, maybe, let's select all of them. Then tap on the check mark to confirm. As you can see, the songs will be transferred to our watch, and it will take some time. So I'm gonna come back to you once it's done, because it might take a bit, because it's going through Bluetooth, which is not the highest rate when it comes to transferring. So I'm gonna come back to you once it's done. Okay, the transfer is complete. The songs are added to the list right here. Right here you can also make playlists if you want to. You can enter the name of the playlist, tap on OK, and then you can add songs to the playlist. And here we have our playlist, we have our songs. You can remove the songs, of course, by tapping on this icon right here, tapping on delete, or you can add it to another playlist. And once you add some songs to your watch, you can open the music app. Here you have it, and you will see the list of songs right here. You have the playlist, the songs itself, and you can tap on them to start playing them. Like this. Quite simple. So now if you want to listen to music directly from your watch, you can do that as well. And the last thing I want to show you is how to download offline maps on your watch. This is quite useful if you want to have some navigation during the workouts and you want to do it with the offline maps. And to download the offline maps, you need to basically open the app again, go to devices, select your Watch GT Runner 2, and here on the main page of the device, you will see offline maps. You can tap on it, and right here we can manage our downloads. You can enable or disable the options to update over the Wi-Fi or auto cache over the Wi-Fi. You can download more not watch faces, but maps, my bad, by tapping on region. And here you have vast amount of regions. You can look for something you want to use, preferably the region you are in. And then you can select that region or tap on download next to it. And as you can see, we have options to map and control lines or only the map. That's a quite big file. Is there something smaller? Because it's gonna download for a while. We have Andorra. Okay, so let's download the Andorra. It's going to be faster. So I'm gonna download the map and control lines. And once it's done downloading, it will appear right here on the list. I already have one downloaded, as you can see. I have Poland, but you can download more if you want to. And once you download them, you can also manage them. And here we can manage the regions. We can remove them, delete the control lines, or delete the whole thing. What else? If we tap on manage, we can delete all as well. And once the map is done downloading, it will, like I said before, it will appear under downloaded. And once it's done downloading, you can use it by opening the workout. And once you start the workout, you should be able to use your map right here. If you scroll down, it won't work for me because I don't have the GPS signal right here in where I am, but basically the map is working right here. We can, how can we, we can tap on it, and now we can move through the map, and you can add routes, you can zoom in, zoom out, and stuff like that. So you can use this map during the workout.
Workout paused.
Okay. Let's stop it.
Workout ended.
And that's about all. So if you found this video any helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel and leaving a like on the video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.